What are you talking about, Mama?
Plants, Wolfie.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in my channel I talk about plants and my life and journey with my plants. Today I'm doing a video of my top 10 favorite Hoya at this moment. I think I have probably near 100 Hoyas. I should really do a count. I probably will do that when we're preparing our move. So I have so many Hoyas, and I really love all of them because you guys know that I'm moving and I've been thinking about purging and getting rid of some plants before the move, but I just can't part with these ones. So yeah, I really do love them and enjoy having them. But these 10 are my favorite at the moment because a lot of Hoyas are quite slow growing, and some of them are the ones that are growing pretty well at the moment for me are, you know, I'm just a little bit biased towards them, and it brings so much joy to me to see new growth coming in for them. So yeah, I'm gonna share with you my favorites right now, and I think for each Hoya they have their turn, right? So right now some of these ones are having their growth spur and they're gonna slow down, and then other ones are gonna have their moment of growth, and I probably will be like paying more attention to what's happening with them when that happens too. Yeah, okay, so I'll just get right into it. The first two that I'm going to show you, they are really beautiful because of the way they get a little bit sun stressed and light stressed. And I've shown you, I think most of you have seen this one before. This is my Hoya Sunrise. A lot of these, the colors are from being under a grow light, and they're a little bit darker in the tint. But these few new leaves that have popped out are from just being in the window. So I think being light stressed and being sun stressed produces different colors in these leaves, and I'm really enjoying the light stress look. This Hoya just grows so well. It was a cutting, and then once it got really like established roots, it just kept throwing out new leaves, and I feel like I feel like it's got multiple like growth spurs throughout the year, throughout the month. So as you can see, this is a new stem that it's just recently grew out since I put it in this southwest window. I'm sorry, I'm so backlit again. And this was the original stem that it's working on. This one leaf, I think it got, the grow light was just too intense. It has grown really tall, so it was reaching the light. That's why I pulled it out to let it grow in the window. But yeah, this is just one of my favorite Hoyas for obviously how beautiful it is. I'm sorry, I'm super backlit right now. And the next one I'm going to show you, I love it for similar reasons. The way it sun stresses is so beautiful. And also this one I bought one cutting, and another cutting was a gift from when I was purchasing, I think my Hoya Matilde actually, it was a gift, and it was unrooted. So I popped them together, and they are just, let me just take a look. So both stems have grown quite beautifully. So yeah, I don't know if it's kind of hard to show you, but there are two stems here, and one was just like a 2-leaf plant, and one was just a little rootless cutting, and they both are growing really well. And let me just do a side-by-side comparison. So I think the Sunrise is a parent of the Obscura. You can see some similarity in the veining, hey? Even like this one leaf looks just so much like a Sunrise. Yeah. So this was actually a bigger plant, but I decided to cut it and try to root it, and it wasn't successful. That always, like, I always kick myself when that happens. like I sacrifice a bigger, fuller plant, you know, that's a risk that I guess is worthwhile if you were to get another plant out of this plant. But when the propagation doesn't go well, I just always kick myself for losing the size of this beautiful plant. Yeah, so that's my second. The second one I'm showing you. I'm not going by orders of like who's my favorite. And the third one that I'm going to show you right here is my Hoya Erythrina. So I got it as like a plant like this, and it was imported from Vietnam. And so it finally recently started working on a new leaf. And it's just the most adorable thing. It's so shiny and so veiny and just so elegant. When I last saw it, which was like last week when I was watering it on maybe Monday, and it was just this like tiny new leaf. And then when I was looking around to choose a favorite Hoya to show you guys, I saw how much this leaf has grown, and so I decided that to show you guys this plant too. It's a really elegant Hoya. The back of the leaf is really veiny too, and really glossy, and it's thinner and less succulent than a lot of the Hoyas. Yeah, I really love this one. I don't think this leaf is gonna grow into these sizes, but yeah, really beautiful. The next one I'm going to show you is my Hoya pubic calyx Splash. So apparently Splash is not really what's the word I'm looking for, a species for Hoya. It's just this is just a pubic calyx with more splash, but it is really, it's so splashy, and I just love it. And it loves to grow. It continues to grow and has not hit a stop for growth spurt. So, you know, I said like different Hoyas have their different times of growth. This one just seems to be, it just keeps going and going. Yeah, some of the leaves come out without as much splash, but still very beautiful. So this is a newish leaf. It has a kind of muted green in the back, I guess you can say. You want to see the back of the leaf, you can see the splash in the back as well. Yeah. So this one, when I first received it, it was really quite infested with mealybugs, and I had to be super vigilant of like finding them, killing them. So I was checking them like every few days and just killing the little ones, and really I haven't found any on this plant in a while. Mealybugs is really like the pest to look out for Hoyas. I haven't found really any other pest on my Hoya other than mealybugs. So that's the third, oh, there's the fourth one already. The fifth one that I'm going to show you, it's not actively growing, but this is a particularly finicky Hoya, and I have finally gotten it to a place where it's not wrinkly, it's not ugly, it seems to be in good health, so I'm really happy about that. That's why this is making the list. I've shown you guys this Hoya recently. This is my Hoya Dakiai. When I will post a picture in here. When I first received it, it just shriveled up, and it was just so wrinkly, and I wasn't sure if it was going to make it because I have killed a two-leaf Dakiai before, and I've heard that it's just such a finicky plant. So I just wasn't sure if it was going to do it. And then I saw someone's Instagram. I wish I could give them credit, but I don't remember who said that. But they transfer their Dakiai into sphagnum moss because they say that the Dakiai prefers higher moisture and humidity, and that did the trick for them. And so I just thought, what am I to lose? I might as well try. So then I transferred it into sphagnum moss, and sure enough, within I think a week and a half, it started firming up, and it just has been really firm, very beautiful for ever since then. And I just like wait till the moss is kind of crunchy and dry, and then I wet it. My tongue, I'm just not really able to talk today. But big heart leaf and super veiny, and it's got little speckles and on the leaves, and it just has this like rounded suppleness to it. And Dakiai, although it looks really similar to the Hoya Dakiai, it's quite different actually. The Hoya Dakiai are really succulent. They're super thick leaves, but the Dakiai, if you could see, it's actually the leaves are quite thin. They're really hard, but they're not thick like the Dakiai. I will keep you guys posted for when it decides to put out new growth. And if you guys have any tips on how I could help it even more, let me know. But my tip for now is just using sphagnum moss for the roots. Yeah, another one of my favorite gorgeous Hoya. And then the next one I'm going to show you is I'm also going to show you a picture of the before picture, because I received this Hoya as cuttings, and I've already given some cuttings away, but it's just this adorable little thing, and I want to show you. I don't know if you could see right here. Oops, there's a peduncle. It's not focusing. And like lots of new leaves. These just little beautiful button leaves are just so cute. I know I've shown you guys this before, maybe in my Hoya updates. And I just like every time I think about which Hoyas to show you guys, I always think about this one, because that's just how much I love it. It's just a consistent grower, and it's cute as a button, cute as many little green buttons. So I'm counting 3 peduncles here. I've seen the flowers on other people's picture. They look like much bigger than the leaves, but I haven't gotten this one to bloom for me yet. I'm really hoping that one of these 3 peduncles will bloom. Yeah, they are just super cute. And this is a Hoya that I rooted in super high humidity, and it really, like, a lot of things rot in like super high humidity containers if you don't give it enough airflow, but this one did really well. It didn't mind being in just this like super wet, warm environment, and it just kind of threw out so many roots and like light green leaves. The leaves darken once it's more light, but in my little humidity dome, it was like light green little buttons. Super cute. I love this one so much. The next one I'm going to show you is my Hoya Comediana. It is just a stunning Hoya with a very stunning structure, the way it grows. I actually had an extra stem that grew out from here, but I outpotted this plant, and I think it was too big for the plant to live healthily in, so like it rotted. I overwatered it, and this too, they were just kind of staying stagnant for a really long time, and it have finally been putting out new growth again recently. Highly recommend. The next one I'm going to show you, you guys know that I have, I don't know if you remember, I have all 3 kinds of Hoya Bellas, but the one that I'm going to show you is one of my favorites right now is my Hoya, just a regular green Hoya Bella. I am not giving it a lot of light. Maybe it'll do better if it receives stronger light. It's kind of in a corner further away from the window, but ever since I've got it, it's just also been like, oh, this one, oh, this one doesn't have the peduncle. Consistently growing. It's bloomed for me once already. I will show you guys a picture of the bloom. new growth here. Oh, there's a little peduncle here. I don't know if you'll be able to focus, but I'm gonna try. A little peduncle right here. It has actually attempted to put out multiple peduncles, but only one had managed to bloom. Yeah, I think this one is a thirstier Hoya, and maybe I just wasn't keeping up with the watering, and maybe I don't know if I'm not having it in the best environment. This one just dries out really, really quickly, and I think maybe it'll prefer to be you know, in a maybe a plastic or a ceramic container, so then the moisture stays longer with it. But because it's constantly throwing out new growth, I don't want to disturb it by like repotting it. So I just need to be probably give it a little bit more light and be more vigilant in the watering. But this is just a very, very elegant, beautiful plant that is very giving. Yeah, so I really love it. The next one I'm going to show you, we only have 2 left to go through. The next one I'm going to show you, I don't remember if I've shown you this one before. I got it during my last Crystal Star Nursery plant haul unboxing. This is the Hoya Gigas. Giga or Gigas? I'll double check. It is fuzzy. You hear the fuzz? It's fuzzy, and the leaf shape is really adorable. Ever since I got it, I've had it right next to a window, and I have recently moved it away from the window. Even though the window wasn't getting direct light, I noticed that immediately the leaves had darkened in color, so it's not as washed out. And the 2 new leaves that it's been working on has shown more growth since I pulled it away from the light. So I think it likes being a little bit further away from the window. That's my guess, but it could be just the timing. But yeah, definitely the color has changed. Actually, this one really reminds me a lot of my Hoya ciliata, which is right here. I'm just gonna grab it and show you guys. This Hoya is called Hoya ciliata. It's so cute. See, like I just love them all. This one actually has, so it's super fuzzy as well. Can you hear the fuzz? And it's got more like, not oval, but more rounded leaves than this one. They're both fuzzy, and the new growth comes in very similar. It has this like, it comes in kind of yellow. You see? And it has this like little green dot on the top. Oh, this one is super cute. Oh, I don't know if I could show you. little cute, almost like a little heart shape. Yeah, so these 2 are really similar, but this one is just, I'm just loving how much it's darkened, and loving that it's putting out beautiful new leaves. And the last Hoya that I'm going to show you, I've actually done a tray with it with my friend, and I tried to root it before sending it out to her, and within less than a week it was just rooting. So it's shown itself to be a very fast grower and resilient plant. This is my Hoya UT03. The plants that she gave me, I killed them. I wasn't able to root them. It was really sad. This Hoya has a beautiful indentation in the leaves. So it's very 3D. I've said this before. It's right here. It reminds me of the Monstera Peru. It's got like a very like masculine presence to it. But I'm pulling it out today because of the new leaves. It's finally working on new leaves, and I think because they're so close to the grow light, the new leaves are coming in with this like dark red tint to it, and it's just super adorable. A lot of my Hoyas, because it's summer, they're just like putting out all these super long tendrils. So on the shelf, you just see a lot of them kind of waving their tendrils around and like wrapping around each other. It's like a super wild, untamed look that I really enjoy about Hoyas in the summer. Yeah, and they're just really like twirling around their own stems or like other Hoya stems. It's really lively. So yeah, this is a Hoya UT03. And with that, that concludes my top 10 favorite Hoyas of the month. I hope you enjoy these Hoyas. I certainly do. Having them in my home just brings me so much joy. Yeah, so that's it from me today. I thank you so much again for tuning in and being there. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, subscribe, comment. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.